Done. 2-1, people. 2-1. What can I say, bruv? What can I say? Good result. Got the win. Deserved the win. Yeah, man. The result does not tell you what kind of football match we just watched. Like, crazy game of football. I can honestly say that that's probably the worst Chelsea side I've ever seen in my life come to Old Trafford, and it should have been more. Like, this game was crazy. I genuinely think that both teams could have scored above 3 goals today. Like, this game easily could have been 6-4 United, and it wouldn't have told the full story of the game. I think the quality of the game was poor. At the end of the day, we got the W, innit? That's what it's about. You got to win your home games against the top teams. I think the record was still away from home. We hadn't beaten a top 9 or top 10 team away from home, and this was at home, so it kind of doesn't count. And Chelsea were 10th, so it's like, yeah, it's a weird one. But I think a lot of people are going to get carried away by the statistics in terms of, I think we must have had upwards of 30 attempts on the Chelsea goal today, and I think a lot of people will be excited by that. But if you actually analyse the game, yeah, it's not that we were that good, it's that Chelsea were that bad, innit? Like, that's what it was. So I can't really take a lot of confidence from this game. Like, there are definitely some positives. I think AMRABAT's performance today, I think he gave us everything, bruv. He was the anchor for us today in midfield. Without him, I think we would have lost them, and we could have lost pretty badly because Scott and Bruno were leaving him exposed a lot in midfield. But he was sweeping up well on his own. Scott got in the box, scored 2 goals today. He's always dangerous in those areas. But outside of attacking the ball in the box, like, Scott's a bit of a liability defensively, and in terms of just his overall gameplay. Like, I think first half completed less than 10 passes or something like that, which is mad, innit, for a midfielder. So I don't know. I don't think him and Bruno can play midfield together against the better teams. I think we'll get outrun. But today, AMRABAT was solid, and he allowed it to happen, bruv. In attacking areas, we're missing way too many chances. Anthony's useless anyway. Like, in terms of I don't know, bro. He can't score goals, innit? He just can't score goals. He doesn't look like scoring goals, and he never looks like he's ever going to be a goal scorer. So, I don't know. It's a strange one. Garnacho never had his shooting boots today. Got an assist, but missed a hell of a lot of chances. And Rasmus Hojlund just looks poor, innit? Like, I don't know. Like, I want him to do well. He's a young kid, and I think he's got good instincts of a striker, but his decision making's too slow on the ball, and he's just not contributing. I'll be honest, he's not contributing. I don't know how many goals this is this season without a goal in the Premier League. It must be at least 10. It must be at least 10 games, because everyone's played 15 games? So Hojlund must have started at least 10, 11 of those, and he ain't scored, bro, and he just doesn't look like he's going to score. Just doesn't look like he's going to score. He's just, I don't know, he's underwhelming at the moment. He's really underwhelming. So, I don't know, man. It's one of them ones where, shout out Scott McTominay, he took his first goal really, really well. The second goal header, he missed a chance that was probably as free as that header earlier on in the game. And to be fair, he should have had 3 or 4 goals probably in the game. So, I don't know. It's a very strange game where it's like we've won 2-1. Bruno missed a penalty. We probably should have scored about 6 goals today, but it's not because we were amazingly fluid in attacking areas, because we were very wasteful. We showed a real lack of quality and cutting edge in attacking areas, but Chelsea was so bad. Like, honestly, there wasn't a single Chelsea player today that played well, and that played into our hands. First half, they were literally just giving us the ball on the edge of their box and just starting attacks for us. Like, it was dream stuff. It was dream stuff. Like, if ever a team, yeah, low in confidence needed to play anyone, yeah, then Chelsea's the team. The Chelsea that we saw today, honestly, I wish we could play them every week. Don't see the hype with Colwell. Don't see it at all. Thiago's legs are gone. Like, it was a weird performance. Enzo, and Caicedo, they're traffic cones in midfield. I don't know. I don't even know what we were watching. Now, it's weird. It's like when I look at Man United today, I'm not looking at any of our players and saying they were absolutely outstanding for the majority of the game. But Chelsea was so bad. It's like man's looking at how bad Chelsea were instead of how good we were. Dallo had like about 20 minutes in the first half where he looked unbelievable. And then he kind of just, kind of fizzled out the game. Onana didn't have nothing to do for the whole game, pretty much, other than, well, he conceded. People might say that he should have got there, but for me, Cole Palmer took the goal well. Luke Shaw at left back didn't really have anything to do. Got moved to centre back, didn't have anything to do, really. Reguilon came on, he done all right. Again, not much to do. And Bruno and McTominay, outside of final actions, didn't really have nothing to do. They weren't really in a midfield battle. There was no midfield. There was literally just a big hole in the middle of the park, and both teams were literally just running through it and creating opportunities, and Man United came out on top. But yeah, it was, in terms of quality, it's one of the worst football matches I think I've ever seen in my life. Amongst top teams in the league. Obviously, we know we're not top teams. United are bottom of the Champions League group. This would have brought our goal difference up to like 1 now. Like, obviously, we're not a top team right now. But Chelsea, bro, if you're a Chelsea fan, bro, I know Man United are... If Man United are in turmoil, then I don't know what Chelsea are in, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Because them man there, fam, hey, it's embarrassing. I'll be real. It's embarrassing. So, I don't know. I'm looking at this game and I know a lot of people are going to take this game and they're going to say, oh, we battered Chelsea. We're back. We look better without Rashford. All the stuff. Like, we know what's coming, innit? Do you know what I mean? McTominay's on fire. McSauce. Everyone's going to do all of this. I genuinely think the game on the weekend against Bournemouth is going to be more difficult than this game. This was a horrible game of football in terms of quality. Like, even if you watch, I'd love to see the average positions of the players, because if you were just watching the game and you didn't know anyone, you wouldn't know who was playing where. Because Bruno was out on that left wing a lot. McTominay was in the box for the whole game. AMRABAT was in midfield by himself. Like, there was no order. It just looked like everyone just went out there to play football and everyone just linked up. Both teams just linked up before the game, never met each other, and they're just out there trying to play football. There was no... Tactically, I think it was a very poor football match. Like, it was so bad. So, it's just one of them things where Scott got a couple, can be happy for that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a clean sheet, but the defence, even though we got opened up at times, yeah, like, there was no bad performances from Man United players. I wouldn't say anyone was rubbish. Obviously, Bruno does his usual disappearing act where he doesn't do anything, but we're used to that by now. But I think Garnacho tried. There was a lot of effort on the left-hand side. There wasn't a lot of quality, but he put in a decent ball for the goal. Anthony will always work his socks off, but he's just rubbish. We just have to, you know. And Hojlund was nowhere, like he is most of the time in our Premier League games. So it's just, yeah. I don't think a lot of players come away from this game with a lot of credit, but at the same time, no players are really coming away where it's like, yeah, all right, cool. These man died. And I think a lot of that was to do with Chelsea. I'll be completely honest. I think a lot of that is to do with Chelsea. So I can only be happy for AMRABAT, bruv, because he has been stinking for a long time, innit? And he needed this confidence today. Don't get me wrong. He was playing in midfield by himself, so it's very hard to know if he was playing well or if, because Chelsea was so bad, he just looked better. He's going to have tougher tests this season, but it's just good to see someone playing in the number 6, reading danger, stepping in, winning tackles, and actually looking like an actual number 6. But again, that could have just been down to the level of competition. I cannot stress to you how bad Chelsea were today. And this is why, even AMRABAT's performance, I'd be stupid to be getting super carried away thinking, all right, cool, he's arrived now and we can expect this level of performance every week. Because we can't, because Chelsea were poor. So, like, honestly, like, I have to be very measured with how I how I actually process this game, because it is one of the worst football matches I've seen in my life, if I'm being honest. From a tactical point of view, like, this is a Man United team that had a negative goal difference, and we had over 30 attempts on goal. If this was a normal game for us, we would not have a goal difference of 1. So you have to understand that this is not a normal game. This is definitely a reflection on how bad Chelsea are, not how good we are. Because next game against a weaker opponent than Bournemouth, I can almost guarantee you that we're not going to have 30 attempts on goal. This is an anomaly of a performance today. So as much as AMRABAT did look good, he was anticipating danger, stepping in, and he was doing some good things, he was playing in there by himself. So yeah, I think it's important to just stay balanced right now. You're going to see a lot of Man United fans on social media getting excited, saying, oh, we smoked Chelsea, and then like talking up all these players' performance. In general, yeah, like, if you actually look at the level of performances from these players, hardly any of them played above a 7 out of 10 today, but we didn't need to because Chelsea was so bad. Even if you look at Scott, outside of his 2 goals, it wasn't a great performance from him. It wasn't a great performance. Well, Bruno did nothing. Garnacho got an assist, but it wasn't a great performance from him. Anthony was poor. Like, the commentators were saying Anthony was good and stuff, but I thought Anthony was rubbish today. So it's just one of them ones. Hojlund, not in the game really at any point. Not a great performance from him. So when you're looking at our attacking players, like, you're not looking at anyone saying, yo, they were absolutely oozing today. You're not saying that. You're just looking at this Chelsea team at 6s and 7s, and these man they played like, it looked like we were playing a conference team in the FA Cup, like the early rounds or something like that. That's what it looked like. It looked terrible. So yeah, like, it's hard to give like us too much credit for this victory, because I almost feel like Chelsea was so bad, it doesn't even feel right to enjoy this victory too much, because it's not reality. It's not reality. Do you know what I'm saying? If we play like this again, even against Bournemouth, yeah, it will be a much more difficult game for us. This is genuinely the easiest game of the season for us. Like, we struggled more against Burnley. We struggled more against Wolves. Like, Wolves gave us a better game. You could argue Sheffield United and Luton gave us a better game than Chelsea. So, and I don't think we made Chelsea play bad. I think Chelsea just played bad and they made us look good. Do you know what I'm saying? The same way we made Newcastle look better than they were when we played Newcastle last match, because we lacked so much quality that Newcastle were popping the ball around with players with no game face and FIFA. So, yeah, I know that a lot of the reason why this performance was the way it was had nothing to do with us. And that's why I'm not getting too excited, because the only thing we do consistently is not play well, innit? So I can't look at this performance and just be like, we turned the corner. We got bopped off the park by Newcastle literally the other day. What, 3 days ago? 3 or 4 days ago, we got played off the park by Newcastle, and now we've come back. The stats look amazing against Chelsea, but it wasn't an amazing performance by us. Chelsea were just poor, innit? So, yeah, man. Obviously, we just need to enjoy the dub. You know what I mean? City lost as well, pagans. And yeah, we just got to enjoy the win, but don't take too much from this win. Don't take too much from this win. We need to now go win on the weekend, because we've got Bayern Munich and Liverpool coming up. And if we play like this against both teams, we'll get smoked by both teams. Comfortably. So, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? But for me, man of the match definitely AMRABAT, brother. Like, I'm happy that he kind of looks like the player we thought we were getting, innit? Other than that, I don't know. There's not too many positives I could take from the game, innit? I just think we did what we needed to do against a very bad Chelsea team at home. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. We take the 3 points and we keep it moving, people.